Alright. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Let's see if I've still got it. Alright. Hey guys, it's Moose. Welcome back to Moose's Movie Mondays. I know it's been a while. I'm super excited to get back into this. I am going to start us off this week with a movie that I absolutely adore. It's called Ready or Not. It's a 2019 horror comedy film. It basically centers around the world's worst wedding night. And I guess I'll give you a quick rundown of that and kind of give you a little insight onto my opinions and to what the movie is about. So it starts out with this young girl named Grace. Grace is played by Samara Weaving, which is absolutely just one of the best, most gorgeous actresses that I have seen in my whole life. She was in Bill and Ted Face the Music. She was in Babysitter and the sequel to The Babysitters. She was, an absolutely amazing actress in both of those. I honestly think that this movie outshines all the other movies she's done. This character is so good. She is our main character here. Her name is Grace. She gets married into a family called the Ladomas family. They are very wealthy, very prestigious. They have a gaming empire. Movie starts out with her, getting ready. She's got, the jitters. She's got pre-wedding nerves. She's worried that the family won't like her. In comes the world's most amazing, I guess, if you can call him that, brother-in-law. He is my favorite character, other than Grace, honestly. But, comes in, tries to reassure her, weirdly flirts with her. It's fine. But, the wedding happens, the picture taking happens, and her now husband, Alex, his family kind of gives their opinions on Grace privately to him. More of his family starts showing up little by little. You meet his brother, his brother's wife, his parents, his creepy aunt. I mean, this woman is terrifying. They talk about his sister showing up a little bit late, because she's always late. She's the baby of the family. But they get to the bedroom, and before they can start into any hanky-panky, he's trying to talk to her, and she looks in a mirror and sees, you guessed it, creepy aunt, standing there waiting for them. Informs them that they are to go to I believe it's the music room or the game room, to play a game. And Alex then reveals to her that to Grace that it's a big deal in their family, that they play a game on their wedding night, and it's how you become part of the family. So she goes downstairs, still in her wedding dress, and still in her heels. So she's in full wedding attire, which is super uncomfortable. I would have already changed out of it. Just personal preference. But everyone's kind of still in their wedding get-ups, and she goes downstairs. She meets Alex's sister, who is a drug addict with two terrible little children and a pretentious ass of a husband. And that's putting things nicely. So they all meet, they sit down at the table, they discuss a special box that Mr. Ladomas's great-grandfather or grandfather one got from a man called Mr. LaBelle, who is effectively, for all intents and purposes in this movie, the devil. He makes a deal with Mr. LaBelle and opens one of the most successful gaming companies in history. But it comes at a price, which we don't find out yet. But basically, Every time someone new is brought into the family, they put a blank card into this box, they press a button, the card pops out, tells them what game they're gonna play. It could be anything from Chutes and Ladders to Crazy Eights, Old Maid, checkers, or, if you are as unlucky as Grace is, hide and seek. This game of hide and seek is not like most games of hide and seek that I've ever heard of. In this game of hide and seek, the bride or groom, but in her case bride, hides, and the rest of the family seeks with weapons. They have until sunrise to find her and kill her. So she goes to hide, eventually, leaves her hiding spot, and that's when shit starts to happen. So Alex pulls her into a bedroom, things get a little crazy, one of the maids gets shot. It's graphic. This whole movie is super graphic, it's super gory, but it's mostly done in a way that is humorous, or meant to be humorous, if that's possible. He takes her into the back tunnels and kind of explains to her, hey, my family thinks if they don't kill you by sunrise, something bad's gonna happen. So either you die or they think they will. He attempts to help her escape, and through an unfortunate series of events, every single one of the maids in the house dies. Grace escapes the house, eventually does get captured, brought back into the house, and they prepare her for sacrifice. So once they start preparing her for sacrifice, we get a little bit of help from old brother-in-law, the one that I said was my absolute favorite character other than Grace. He poisons the family, tries to help Grace escape, gets shot by his wife. That really sucked. I hated that scene because he deserved better. He decides to turn on her, tries to kill her, and then they realize it's too late. The sun's up, they did not succeed in killing her before sunrise, and well, shit goes down again. They think at first that maybe nothing will happen, maybe it was all just a stupid legend. No, they start exploding one by one, some off-screen, some on-screen. By the time everything is over, it is Grace and Alex talking, and she throws her ring at him and tells him she wants a divorce. And he explodes. She looks over to the fire, sees an image of Mr. LaBelle sitting in the chair, which is a very, weird, trippy moment. Sees an image of Mr. LaBelle sitting in the chair beside the fireplace. Everything catches fire. The house goes up in flames. We end with Grace sitting on the outside steps, smoking a cigarette, and covered in blood. And the last line of this movie is so funny.
Jesus Christ, what happened to you?
In-laws.
So after all is said and done, we don't really know where it goes from there, but we can assume that Grace lives, better off without them, and she definitely has a story to tell her next boyfriend. And yeah, this whole movie is a trip. It's a little campy at points. Like I said, pretty gory. There's a lot of scenes that I didn't mention that are very cringeworthy when it comes to pain and just uncomfortableness when it comes to that kind of thing. But I 10 out of 10 recommend giving it a watch if you haven't already. If you have, please let me know what you think of it. Please let me know if you have the same opinion as I do on it, because I adore the movie. I love the character of Grace. She is such a fun character. And yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this I give the movie 12 out of 10 stars. I mean, it's great. I don't know what else to say on it. If you guys have a movie that you want me to kind of give my opinion and like give a little recap of, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much. And that's it for now. Bye guys.